Abandoned studio. It was echo. And you remember the jingle used to go. Oh, oh.
ない。
$88.
$69.
There's surprisingly very, very little lag.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's awesome.
So type some messages so we can see when it connects. Because then I can... Yay! Yeah, it's still not connected yet. Why does it take so long for the bot to get connected? Yeah, speak for yourself. I was singing the radio killed the, or the video killed the radio star. La la la. Ooh. Oh, we had 4 people. Now we only have 3. The heck? Come on. The street. Yeah, we don't know. I did giggle. Hey, there we go. We got it. Yes, that was just reading the numbers. That's all. Hey, kids need to know their numbers too, you know.
Three.
Two.
Oh.
Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are off on a brand new project this week. Well, I say it's brand new. It's one that we haven't done on the live streams as of yet. I am joined tonight, though, by my lovely wife, Mandy. And this was going to be like something that I was making specifically for people like with Patreon or whatever. And then I was like, I'll work on that when I got nothing else better to work on. And then, yeah, there's no free time. There's never any free time. I'm always working. So this kind of fell behind. And Debbie made it. Hello, Debbie. But Debbie made it to the vertical stream. You're on the other one. The link to the horizontal fun one is in the description if I did it right. Should be. That's part of the whole countdown thing, is giving me time to actually get bots and things working, which we should have a bot working. Stream Elements wants to be the bot, but it got downgraded when we got a new bot. So this is perhaps my most definitive pattern ever. In fact, that's why there's no thing up in the top corner of our horizontal thing. There's no need for me to actually look at a pattern to make this thing happen. Oh man, Spotify is just giving me the songs here today, boy. Thank you, Rainbow. I put it in the description. I'm pretty sure I got that right.
Your hair processing unit, I mean, hairstyle, is truly a marvel of biological engineering.
I think the bot just tried to flirt by talking about how it likes your hair. Oh, that's good. There we go. That's the fastest lightning. Because yeah, you want to be part of the horizontal stream, because later on that's where the puzzle game is. So that's going to happen around 11:30, the halfway point, where I get the halfway point stretch, get to get up and move around a little bit. So how has everybody been since we were last hanging out? We're checking out some of the news in the local area. Some guy thought that you could light the car's ignition on fire, like in the movie Ghost Rider or something, and tried to start his car using fire. Some people offered to help him stop it burning when it was still just starting, convinced that this was a way to get the car going again, because he lost the key fob. Turns out dude doesn't even have a driver's license, self-taught how to drive, had no clue. When the car started really burning, he ran away, and police used cameras in the area to figure out where he went to, and of course arrested him. So insane. He thought you could light a car on fire to get it started. Just have a real hard time kind of.
He has the ability to buy a Mercedes.
No. Did you read the article? He didn't buy the Mercedes. A friend of his had rented the Mercedes, and he somehow got a hold of the keys. And he didn't buy it at all. The car was stolen, essentially. And then when they went to arrest him, they found him with a knife that is apparently considered illegal here. It's a particularly jabby kind of knife, and some white powdery stuff that turned out to be highly illegal, keep you up all night-y kind of stuffs.
So he was basically compromised.
Oh yeah, he was not right in his head. No. Yeah, this was some pretty serious stuff. But he got what? Almost 4 years in jail. It's just crazy. Yeah, pretty much. It was like a Florida man thing. How? I just don't get it. Yeah. But so it just seems that the area of Singapore that I live in is that part it's like the Florida of Singapore. Like if anything weird is going on, it tends to be in our neighborhood. This wasn't that close to where we live, but close enough. Walking distance for sure.
Distance is subject, especially for you.
Well, I walk a lot. I was going to say that's sort of a. The cops, they're hanging out at the donut shop. They sing and dance. What's that? Sorry?
Weren't we just talking about this song?
Yes. You're walking like an Egyptian. And the singer, because she is probably one of the most upbeat, happy people on Instagram I have ever seen. Susan, what's her name? Susan Howe or something? Susan Hoff. She's just a happy person. So this is a weird thing. So this pattern, because each of the segments is different colors, you get this weird thing where in the middle you have two different color strings. And because I have it overlapping, pointing in this direction, I'll use the purple instead of the green. Nope, the cup holders all finished. That got pretty much finished last week. I did a little Hollywood thing at the end where I actually brought up. So I made a second cup holder, and that was strictly for myself. But yeah, no, this is a pillow. It's going to it's we measured this. What is it? 25 cm wide? I think it's something like that. And then it'll be 45 cm long. So there's going to be a bunch of adding floss. And yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't just any car. It was a Mercedes. Like the dude lit a Mercedes on fire thinking that's how you start a car without a key. Yeah. So that's one of the weird things going on that we've been talking about over here. Oh, we had a day away from the office, which was a lot of fun. We Mandy had to do a review of food and stuff at a hotel, and they fed us crocodile. I had never had crocodile before this. And I have to say that the way they prepared it in a very Chinese kind of style wasn't really kind of getting it for me, to be honest. I did not enjoy that. But hey. The pattern for this? Well, kind of. There was an early video for the pattern for this. No, it tastes like something between beef and pork. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't feed me to a crocodile either. Wow, wait, lots of things going on at once. Okay, yes. Crocodile tastes like between beef and pork. And the pattern to this was something I did a long, long time ago on my website, and I can maybe find it for you. But this is something I've done so many times, I don't look at a pattern, so I don't really have one per se. But I did something where I was showing how to use the graph paper and how to do all this, and that does exist on my website. I just don't know what its title is. Yeah, I'm not going back for more. Yeah. Yeah, well, then you would hate this. This project is going to be kind of the same thing for quite a while. I can't imagine a zebra farm. That sounds terrible. Well, thank you. Yeah, so this pillow is going to kind of go sideways. Like as I'm coming down, it's going to be kind of sideways on when it lays as a pillow. Yeah, ostrich is really good. Definitely feel bad for them at the farm where the ostriches were too, though, because there's not a lot of room for the birds to run around. Ostrich eggs make hella big omelets. All right, so that's about as far as I can get with that. Now I can go to the next segment. So this string is from Daiso, which I don't know if anybody else even has Daiso where they are. Daiso is like a Japanese dollar store. Yeah, it's one of those things where if you weren't told what you were eating, you just eat it and be like, yeah, okay, that's, weird. But not like that weird. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just that it was a Chinese recipe And when you get things get a little bit too Chinese, that's when I start to like, eh. And when she says a grown adult, she's talking about somebody fat like me. I stood on ostrich eggs. Oh, see, I'm not. Octopus is chewy. I didn't like octopus. So yeah, this particular pattern is harder than most because the way the colors alternated so much. Yeah. So I'm trying to get used to my chair. I took the arms off of my chair, and I'm still trying to get used to it. I don't have a place to put my elbow anymore. Stop. So yeah, each one of these little segments goes through a cycle of all of the different colors. There's 12 colors in all, and I tried to make it so that way pick any one given color. Why did I disarm my chair? Hang on, I'll get to that in a second. Hang on, let me tell. So each color is used as the largest color, the middle color is, and the smaller ones equally. So that way it'll use the same numbers all the way. But yeah, so hopefully we use the colors evenly because this string is kind of hard to come by. But I have some. You guys are killing me here. Anyways, okay, so why did I disarm the chair? I disarmed it because once upon a time, I used to cross my legs when I sat, like just, you know, and be able to sit like that for whatever length of time. But because I spend all the time in the office and the arms on the chair wouldn't allow it, I've gotten to the point where I can't even, like, forget sitting Indian style. I couldn't even just cross my legs. So I'm trying now to periodically like tuck a foot underneath a thigh so that way I'm kind of stretching out bits that are gotten like really, really tight over the years. So, or a year, whatever it's been. So I had to take the arms off in order to make that possible. So yes. Also, it kind of has made it so that way I can do stretches. I can kind of go off to the sides and stuff because I have like a lot more freedom of motion now, which is good. Much needed. Oh, I see we're getting a lot of people coming through on the vertical stream. I'm okay. I'm just getting older and things are getting tighter and more difficult to do. So I'm trying to fix some of that. Oh, not even close. We've got 61 views so far on the Vert. We got 4 people watching though. Hello to all those wonderful people over there. I guess they're finding out what my channel is about, and yeah, I'm tying knots, lots of them. I will be doing that for 3 hours. Well, there is a break in the middle part, but that's the fun of that one, is over here on the horizontal, where people get to put the pieces back together, which is going to be fun. Oh, and I found a way to make it more difficult and a little bit hilarious. So yeah, that's something to look forward to here tonight. And I think I figured out a way of making sure that it's going to take you guys a good 5 minutes to put it all back together, so I can run and get the ice thing for my neck. Oh, and then last Sunday, Mandy and I went to a hobbies fair, which was really cool. A lot of people sharing whatever their hobby was. And, you know, a lot of them were like anime people who made buttons and pins and all kinds of stuff. What about ice strengthens? Curiosity's peaked. But yes, the fair thing was really fun. And if there's going to be another one next year, I want to be a part of it and teach bracelets and sell bracelets and do stuff. It was kind of fun. There was a lot of people there. Would it be a good chance for me to sell a lot of stuff? Oh, good Lord. Because of ice? Wait, it's summertime. Why would there be ice?
You're working in a freezer?
Yeah, that's not fun at all.
Right.
Oh, all right, that's where the ice goes. Okay. Right, right. Right away. Yeah, I don't need pain meds to make me loopy. I just kind of come that way. Medicate the bejesus out of her. Aww. Oh, I haven't done videos on Patreon in a really long time. There are some old daily vlogs somewhere in there. I don't know.
Live stream. Patreon.
But live stream, but yeah, there's no live stream in Patreon. I can't link them together. It's really weird. Even if I had a better computer, I don't think there's a means for it to work. Just is what it is. I kind of made Patreon like for people that have questions and stuff. Like I will do whatever I can for those people first. A sneaky Francis knocks his mother up down the stairs. Even if it didn't, I can totally imagine this as a comic series that I would actually subscribe to. Thank you. I try. But yeah, I try to be there, especially for my Patreon people, because seriously, the money does go towards buying string. We are looking at some new projects, and Mandy just spent about $100 on the hobbies just today. No, more than that. $100. Oh no, carpeted stairs. I had a lot of experience going down those. That's what we had when I was growing up as a kid, and yeah, I periodically find myself at the bottom of the stairs going, "Huh." So, how long does it take for a dislocated arm to go back to being normal? That one I don't know. I've broken things. I've never dislocated anything. Yeah, so we're up to like 91 views on the vertical stream. I don't know why we're not getting as many hits as we did in the past. I have no idea. I do not understand YouTube at all. So I was telling Mandy before the stream started, this string does not feel nice on the hands at all. It's like, it feels like it like got left out in the rain and died out. Oh, did you put the thing in there to tell people about Tangia and how they can make fun, hilarious things happen on the stream? Sweetie. Why do I not hear Mandy?
I don't know.
Oh, now I do.
Does
Oh,
everybody
there it is.
else hear?
Yes, I hear you now.
I hear me.
I would hope so. I hear me and my mouth doesn't even move. Yeah. It's a shame that people think like that, that you would do something harmful to yourself just to be able to have the meds. All right. Yeah. Yeah. The voice in my head doesn't shut up. If you dislocate something, doesn't that mean somebody else has to put it back into place? Right? Unless you're like that. Oh. What was the movie where the guy used to dislocate his arm so he could get out of the straitjackets? And then it was later on, he was in the water tied up and he did it. The Australian guy that everybody hated for a minute. Oh, Debbie, you were asking about a pattern earlier. I can tell you that this is actually sort of in the family of arrowheads, except for I wanted it to be balanced coming from two different sides. The original one was, it came in as chevrons when it started and then went into the arrowhead thing. And I didn't like that. Well, yeah, pain hurts. I mean, I'm allergic to pain. I break out in tears.
I don't know how many doctors that's gone over the head of.
I knew. It's too good. Well, we got 6 people over on the vertical. I'm going solo. Wake me up before you go. Yeah, so the very first time I ever used the string to make a pattern like this was my first bag, and I didn't balance out the colors very well, and ended up running out of this kind of purplish color, which was really bad. I ended up going to about 8 or 10 different stores around the island before I finally found string to be able to finish the project, which would have been bad. Wow. Yeah, I was thinking how to say that, you know, your job is not like your priority kind of thing. Like, really, if you're suggesting that the only way you get real care is to go somewhere else, maybe it's not really the place for you, right? It's okay. Right. So I'm doing a lot of response to the horizontal stream, which is probably making everybody on the vertical stream wonder what the heck is going on. So yeah, it's possibly making me look and sound a little bit crazy. Well, look and sound a little bit more crazier than normal. Well, I'll stop. I'll stop
Keep
there.
rubbing it.
Keep going, yeah. I think I might be onto something here. Yeah, this string just feels terrible. Oh my God, I'm so used to the good stuff. This stuff, it feels like it was rained on and left out in the sun to dry. Yeah. Ew. That's horrible. That should be a lawsuit. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, you can see these dots in the center. They all come from the inner part of this, the one above it. So it's a directional thing that you kind of only would know if you're really looking. Yeah. You're never gonna nip it down slow. Maybe now. Yeah, this pattern is exceptionally cool. There's like I the first time I did this pattern was in 88. I made something like this, but it was just in 8 colors. And it was 7 bracelets wide. This is 12 bracelets wide. This is 192 strings, by the way, across. You can only see so much of it because I have to have it somewhat centered. Otherwise, the the vertical stream wouldn't be able to see whatever was going on for like most of the stream. Yeah, there's only so much is visible right now. At some point when I have to shift it over, I'll try to show you guys the rest of it. It doesn't. The whole thing won't fit on the screen at once. It's just wider than that. It's what did we say? 25 cm. It's almost a foot. Yeah,
Sorry, say it again.
it's 25 cm.
I think so.
I think it was supposed to be 25 by 45, if I remember the size of the pillows. But yeah, like this area over here that we're not working on, yeah, it goes beyond that by a good ways. But we're trying to make it so that way not just the horizontal can see it, but the vertical as well. Because, they want to see the actual work getting done, not just, a still picture of bracelet work stuff. Not. But yeah, all 12 colors are supposed to be in all 12 positions here. From the dot to the biggest. We'll probably see how true that is when it comes time to start adding floss. So, and this pattern is actually a slightly more complicated version of the one that's on my arm as a tattoo. So this really is like my pattern. Like, yeah, but you know that the bosses will just read that and be like, yeah, whatever. Like those places don't really care. Crazy. Heck, I thought I broke my arm falling off of a skateboard, and got all the hospital bill, the pain meds, the x-rays, everything came to 105 Sing dollars, which would be about $85 USD for everything. The whole hospital visit, everything. They in the US, they keep saying that, you know, it's better to privatize all these things. Hospitals should be in the privatized segment because then it'll work based off of, you know, supply and demand. But when the government has control over the things, then the prices come down because, you know, crazy. Right. So one of the neat things about this pattern is you can segment knots so well, just stay working on an area in general, and it just goes really, really well. I love this pattern. Nice. Well, once upon a time, I might have done patterns that way. You can, as long as you always work at the highest points down, you can just kind of go at things however you want. The only reason I don't need a pattern to do this is because I've been doing this pattern since the 80s. And I've done it in every kind of conceivable way that I could imagine. Like I said, I did one that was 7 wide and wore it to the concerts and stuff. Uh, I wonder why the vertical stream keeps buffering. I'm not dropping frames or anything. My leg went to sleep.
Wakey, wakey.
What's that?
Wakey, wakey.
Yeah, my leg is not waking up very well. It's all tingly. Yeah, you have to be careful with this string too. If you pull it too tight, you can snap it. So yeah, you should be able to see that the pattern is really kind of developing and you're starting to see more of the stuff. Yeah, it's not good. So Daiso is like a Japanese dollar store. So you can imagine you get 12 skeins for $2. Kind of give you an idea price wise. Hello, Rara. That's all good. Oh, we still have 4 people over on the vertical stream. Vertical stream, make some noise. Say hi. Introduce yourselves. Ask questions. You look like you had lots of fun. Open up your life. Is that to me? You look like you had lots of fun. Watch out here. You spin me right round, baby. And you're in time for plenty of time for the puzzle thing. I was picturing showing up with no pants and being like, what? I thought it was bottomless.
This is why I don't take you places.
You spin me right round. Heck yeah. Oh man. I remember breakfast booze. That was my days off back when I did catering. I would start off the day with the spiked coffee, some of that either amaretto or Bailey's Irish cream in my coffee. Just spend the whole day just kind of like unproductive. Good times. All right. Used to think maybe I should. Every story today when you knock on my door. God, so Yeah, this is starting to come along. I'm really enjoying the process here. Still, by tomorrow, my fingers are going to be happy to be back with my regular string because this stuff is terrible. It's got like a crunchy feel to it. It's really hard to describe. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I think Snoop Dogg is going to be one of the people who's talking about the sports because he doesn't know anything about anything. And that makes him more like the average Joe American watching it. So I think that's going to be hilarious. I kind of would like to watch those sports, whatever he's commentating. Yeah. No, yeah, it's a DIY cord is sort of similar, I think, if you're talking about the same stuff that like what I was doing. But yeah, this stuff is really rough. It's very Velcro-y. Mandy, when we did the first bag, she absolutely hated making the loops for it. Couldn't wait for that to be over with. I can't say I blame her, but in this case, she didn't have to do anything for it, so lucky girl. Do, 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 do. Yeah. I like the one where the lizard's trying to escape and having to run like crazy, and there's just a whole boatload of snakes around it, and Snoop Dogg's doing the commentary, wondering what the animals and stuff are. It's brilliant. Oh, thank you, Lauren. I love this pattern as well. This is one of the my favorite kind of go-to things when I can't think of anything else to make. It's just 12 colors. So you can do this though in 8 colors. That works out pretty good. Well, I say that. You can do it in 4 colors. That actually works out kinda. Yeah, there's just 12 colors. It's Daiso strings, so you get 12 colors for $2. So I bought a whole bunch of those packets. so I can make a big pillow. You can only see a little bit of it, but this thing is huge. Well, kind of huge. Yeah, so there's 192 strands. So hang on. I have a sheep ruler. I like his little tongue sticks out. Absolutely kills me. All right, so in cm, it is, yeah, just over, it's like 25 and a half cm, which is, it's 10 inches wide. 10 inches wide. And then it's going to get to what? 45. It'll be 17 and a half inches long when it's done. Oh, some Kalisa stuff said something that I can't read. Like I can't even begin to, because I wouldn't know how to make sounds like that. But hey, hi, welcome. Thank you.
She just an emoji.
Yes, I saw the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Very cool. Oh, it's beautifully. Yes. Oh, she said, oh, it's the name thing. I get it. I thought that was part of the text. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you. So yeah, this is like 10 inches across. It'll be 17 inches long, which means I'm going to, at some point, have to add to the string's length in order to make this work. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. I think I'm going to take it a little further to the left and then make it all come down more. There's 12 colors in this pattern, and they're all spread out to be as even as possible. Thank you.
It is stuff asking how many colors you have in a pattern.
12 colors in the pattern. 12, but they're all spread around so that way, like here the green is getting used the most, but then over here it's used a little bit less, and then other places it's down to even like less than that. So yeah, they're all supposedly spread out to be all of the different spaces. At least that's how it was supposed to be. We'll see. And yeah, so this project is probably going to take a few weeks at least to get finished. I basically am just going to be putting in the 3-hour live streams on my Saturday nights and work on it, and then it'll get set aside, and then I'll come back to it and we'll see what we can get done. This way you guys get to watch it and it gives me something to do. Got one. Does it? I have no idea. Take on me. Take on me, amiga. Yeah. All right. So now I can grab up the next area. Mind you, the string is in a bit of a bunch. This thing's been hanging up on the wall for a while now. And the geckos at night get caught in the string. And then you can just tell that they panic and flop around and get the string is all tangled up. So yeah. Kind of getting it untangled as I go along. Yeah. I now have a small box to put it in to try to keep them away from my strings. I remember, I think it was Rainbow that had suggested we put up the one of the security cameras facing at the string so we can witness the geckos getting caught in it. Which I kind of don't mind that idea. Yeah. No, I think they're getting caught in it because just the way you find it. Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Yeah. I walked in the kitchen the other day and there was a gecko on the wall and it had a cockroach, about one of those little 1-inch ones, in its mouth. And I was like heading towards the sink, which is a lot closer to where it was. And I realized, no, you know what? I don't want him to drop that and let that thing go. I'll just set my glass down. I'll come back later. I'll see myself out now. Let him do what he's doing. He's being all helpful. Oh, I should take the pillow and send it to Irina and have her do a needle point of a gecko on here. That would be awesome. Because this is just essentially a fabric, so you could like embroider it, right? That would be awesome. Yeah, I like them too, except for I opened up one of the cupboards once and the thing jumped down and landed on my arm unexpectedly, and I screamed like a little girl. Yeah, spiders don't do anything for cockroaches. Right on. Uh, right. Oh, wow, we're about 10 minutes away from my break. I'm kind of excited for you guys. Bot is botting well. I went swimming earlier this week, and my ears are still kind of a mess. Yeah, we got the puzzle game, and it's been altered, and I found a way to make it even more difficult. kind of happy about that part. I don't know. Do you guys all like follow me on Instagram out of curiosity? Because some of you guys might actually recognize what I do for this puzzle tonight. Awesome. I think I've got it now to where it will announce at the end, like who is the most helpful in fixing the puzzle. But I'm not 100% sure if that works yet. I haven't been able to test it, so. Nice. Nice. I heard a dog howling, and I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize this. Oh, it's Thriller. All right. So I'm far enough over to the left now that I should be able to get further along here done. So I know it's kind of keeps changing its direction, but it's about what you can do with where you are. And yeah. Yeah, so this kind of string, when it's like fragile like this, you really have to like let this part of the pulling it together go loosely, and then just give the snug kind of pull on it right when you get to the very end. It's the only way to do this without snapping the string. Yeah, so 12 colors, 192 strings. I have no idea. Well, there's 12. It's like 12 bracelets wide. Right to stay alive. Your body starts to shiver. When your mortal can resist the thriller. All right. All right, let's see if I get this thing set up right this time. All right. Let's check it out. We have an A, B, C, and D, and 1 through 5. Haha. And then to make it even more interesting, I've got this. It works. It's exclamation point puzzle. So it's at the I. It's exclamation point puzzle, and then where you're going to.
I was already autocorrect.
All right. Well, I know the one in the corner is right. I know that above this is that one. See? Watch how the finger jumps between. Ooh, that was a good one. So you're trying to put together the picture that Mandy and I had done of us while we were at the hobbies fair. So like these eyes, this is supposed to be my face looking over at Mandy. There's one of her eyes. The other eye is, wait, where is this? Oh, right there. The puzzle game is hilarious, guys. I love this new edition. So I can tell you in the row, or wait, column, in column 5, you have 3 of them all right, except for they're all 1 too tall, right? So this, wait, where's my finger? Here. This, and this are all right. They're just 1 thing too high. Like this one should be down there. Mandy, you're welcome to join in and help.
You're not supposed to be helping.
But I'm back. I can't move. I can't do anything with this in the way.
You're supposed to be doing stretches.
That's true. I can do some stretches. Oh, yeah, you're right about the stretches. You guys are killing me. Yeah, the Vert stream is only able to see the puzzle. They don't get to actually participate. So if you want to try to help move the puzzle pieces into place so we can get back to things, you have to go to the horizontal.
Stream like vertical, not the
Right.
color green.
Right. Well, the green is what the text is written in.
Vert in French is green.
Oh. I didn't know that. Is it? That's kind of neat.
Probably not pronounced vert, but
Yeah, it probably had some kind of French twist on it. Yeah, so yeah, the puzzle, the real fun is on the horizontal stream. Oh, so you're French. I thought because of the Korean lettering, you were Korean. I would never have guessed French
Japanese.
or Japanese. Wow, you guys had so many, like, so closes. Oh, wait, it's starting to get there. Kinda. Wait, why is that one? Hey! Estil Patel, thank you. Welcome. Ah, okay.
Just string what?
Whoa, wait, just string things. What did you do? You you can only move two at a time. What? Yeah, it's a puzzle. If we can get this all back together, I can get back to work. I love the fact you guys are having fun. I think you almost have. Yeah, I think you must. Hey, we have this whole row. Okay, everything in the 5 is done. You guys got that. I think this one has to be up 1. Oh, no, that's one's right. Then wait, then it means. Oh, those eyes in the forehead have to come down. You guys have this piece in perfectly. This one is perfect. So that means that the eyes have to come down closer to the ears. Nope, not higher.
No, that was correct.
Oh, that's correct. Yep. So A3 to C3. G4. Yeah, look at that. There we go.
There.
What happened? This one. Yeah. Nice. Oh, no. Oh, that would kind of helped. Oh, that helped out a lot. That helped out a lot. So then that one. That's it, right? Yeah. Well done, guys. So that's a picture of me and Mandy. That's me. And that's Mandy.
It said undefined last move. Leaderboard undefined.
Okay. It's slightly better than it was last time. Last time I didn't say anything. Wow, that was fun, guys. And that took at least 10 minutes. Yeah, that was fun. I have to say, I love this game so much. You guys definitely made my day watching some of that. So yeah, the image was shared on my. Well, I'm making a pillow. Yeah, this is going to be a 25 by 45 pillow. Yeah, it was awesome, guys. Yeah, like the kind that you throw on the couch, just a throw pillow. Kind of for decorative purposes, not really, like that, like a sleeping on pillow.
So known as a cushion.
Or a throw pillow or cushion. Well, cushions, when you think of a couch cushion, you think of the big
Only
ones.
on this side of the world, they're called cushions if they're not for sleeping on.
Oh. Maybe because of pillow fights. Yeah, pretty much. Just be careful not to challenge the death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the repercussions. Yeah, it's a good night when we get Mandy to eye roll. It's a special treat, you know.
But you made me roll my eyes all day long.
Oh, I was saying you can't ask death to have a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the repercussions.
Pay it just for Rainbow.
Yes, just for Rainbow. Don't challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the repercussions. Yeah, this is coming along really, really well, guys. she's kind of used to me by now. But that's how it goes. Millions of people live in this world. This is by right a pretty small pillow. This by right is a pretty small pillow. The other pillows I did were 45 cm by 45 cm. So by right, this is actually a pretty small thing I'm working on. Doesn't make it any less impressive, really, because it's sort of, you know, lots of colors, interesting pattern. But yeah, it's a little on the crazy side. And yeah, it does get a little hypnotizing watching strings get tied in knots. How I won my wife. She used to watch me make stuff. Finally imported me. Ah, thank you, thank you. So part of what I'm doing is I'm slowly working my everything I can and working my way up this side. And then in a little bit, when I go back the other way, it'll be all the strings that can come this way. It's sort of makes it go kind of quick. But yeah, you can tune in on Saturday nights and watch me working live on things. So you can watch the other videos and learn how to tie knots and do patterns and all that kind of stuff on the regular weekdays. But to see the stuff live and play the puzzle game and all that, that's Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Singapore time. So obviously, depending on where you are in the world, will depend on what time it is for you. Oh, you can make a lot of errors. It's try not to make any errors, but yeah, you don't want to make errors. It would be painful to have this, you know, to do something wrong and not get this thing right. Hey, just brush off the printer. Look at that. Okay, Lisa, stop. Thank you for subscribing. You know, oh, you know what? That might actually fit up there. Yeah, it's you. Thank you very much for subscribing and joining our crazy bunch of friends. Yeah, so Mandy is my wife. She's in the other little box and kind of on the quiet side. Kind of. It was with me. Okay, I'm confused, but that's not unnormal. Okay, so finally this green makes its way far enough in to the going to the left that I can get this purple over this black string. And then me, I'm Kevin, also known as AWOL. And the other little window next to me. That way? Well, that way if you're on the vertical, and that way if you're or on the horizontal. Yeah, that's Mandy. So now that this purple comes all the way up to here, I can finally take this red and bring it this way. So these ones, the arrows are going over, going towards the right, and these arrows are going to go to the left.
And none of you are leaving until we solve this.
Tired of the Joe? Oh, thank you. Okay. So now I can finish out the rest of this part of the diamond here, get parts of this one done, and I'll work my way back into the next segment down here. Oh, actually, I'm so far. Hang on. There. Oh. Yeah, my wife is really into watching sports. I don't watch sports that much. I think they're cool, but I have no idea what. It's like tennis with paddles. I think pickleball is tennis with paddles, and it goes off of the walls and stuff as well. It's weird. It's like if tennis and racquetball, racquetball and stuff.
2 hours later.
I have no idea. I don't even count by rows. I'm just doing it until it's approximately 45 cm long. All right, so this is done for this segment, this row that I'm doing across. Cool. Not confusing. That sounds like a t-shirt for me. Yeah, I have some of my own merch. One of them is D's Knots. I got another one, Don't Break the Kevin. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is coming together really nice. I really like this. I'll try to find the pattern and have that link available next week. It's not actually laid out to these exact colors, but oh, that's awesome. I should get a good photo of a gecko that's actually in the house and then cartoonify it. And then, yeah, I can see how this could work out. There we go. These 1999. Once upon a time I kind of freestyled it, but this is just, I know this pattern off the top of my head. Like it's so. It's this pattern is so like, I have a tattoo of it on my arm. You'd have to go back a while in my Instagram to see it. Back in time, yeah. Back in time. Back in time. I wonder. Make this bigger. Instagram. I seriously lose track of how long it took to make half the stuff. There we go. Now. Where's that one? No. All right, I was just going to show you the picture of the tattoo, but for some odd reason, my little screen thing. Where's desktop? There we go. That's the pattern if it's only with 8 colors. So yeah. Have a good one. And I like that. Or embroidery trolls, seeing as how they're trying to get my strings in a bunch. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right. All right. Have a good one, Calista. All right. Now, slide this over some as we get into the next area. There's so much string over the side. Look at what a mess this is. Yeah. This is the result of the geckos. This mess like this. Oh, I noticed in Tangia, there's an Ed and Eddie in there. It's the bigger Ed. I kind of cracked up. There's like 900 things. If you guys want to play around and put things on the screen, they're like 50 cents or something. But it's Tangia, and it's hilarious. Oh, I am secret. In Japan. I am the modern. I'm hiding under my skin. I had a human. I cannot find. I find in the end. Without emotion. Yeah, so this is a lot less freestyling and just a very well memorized pattern. And it kind of makes it easy because like I know this one goes all the way to the very end, and then the next one in will go not quite as far as that. And so like there's a whole lot of like basic signals that let me know when to change directions. And yeah, mind you, I had to work this out on with pencil and paper back in the 80s to figure out how to get this the way I wanted. But once I did it, yeah, it was pretty cool. Stop, robot. Too much technology. Machines to save our lives. Machines to humanize. Time has come. So everybody's still here? Everybody got quiet. Oh, speaking of like really hilarious stories, I recently heard that there was a couple guys decided that they were going to climb, I think it was Mount Rainier, which is a pretty big mountain, but not like, you know, it's not like Everest. And so these two guys, they're going up to the top of this mountain, and they get up to the top or whatever. And the next morning when they woke up, outside of their tent was a couple bottles of milk and a newspaper. And they couldn't figure out what the heck happened. It didn't make sense. Like, and for 50 years, they were left wondering what was going on. Like how did the milk get there? How the newspaper, it was like that current newspaper as well. After 50 years, a very like a guy who like knows the mountain really well had heard that they were going to go up there and stay the night. And so he climbed the mountain. It took him 6 hours to get up the mountain and 6 hours to get back down, to leave a couple things of milk and a newspaper to prank them. And it left them wondering for 50 years, what the heck was a UFO? Like what happened? Because it didn't make sense. But yeah, I think that it may be one of like the greatest stories of a prank I've ever heard, because nobody's hurt, nothing like that. 50 years later, you finally come clean. Like, that's enough time, I think, to let something really simmer in your brain. I love it. Nice. I gotta say, I got kind of quite a bit done here today. I'm really kind of impressed with how much we're getting done.
Do we need a poll on how long everybody thinks they're gonna take?
Ooh. I think they would need to know how far down this brings us to be able to even get close to having an estimated time. But I have a sheet for that. String tangled. All right. We were about 2.5 inches. A little more than a little less than 2.5 inches before we started. And now we got part of it down to 4 inches at the longest part. 10? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, this has to get to how long? 45. Yeah, 17. It has to get to 17.5 inches long. It's gonna take forever. I just feel it. It's gonna be forever. I always say that, but then it's
project, so you know.
Yeah.
Everything in
perspective. Yes. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, we're getting a lot done in a night. I don't remember. Wait, was I working on the pillows outside of the streams? I was, right? And then like reporting like how much I got accomplished during the week. I think it's kind of different when we put aside time just for the streams. Yeah, so that's a whole different kind of thing. Mind you, I already have a tote filled with cut string for this project so that if I need to, I can just unravel something to replace a string if it gets too short. And obviously I'll probably have to cut more string later on, but I'm kind of, you know, I have taken steps to make it easier. Yeah, because during the week, I do all of the videos for during the week. Or the ornaments. Guys, you guys are actually members, so you guys probably can already see it. I made a new ornament. It's kind of neat. I changed some things kind of along the way and made it a little bit different. But yeah, I made an ornament. This is ornament number 6, and any YouTube members can see those November videos right now. So yeah. Yep. Yep. So now I just slowly work my way to the right again. It's kind of funny. You just kind of work back and forth with it, and it sort of just keeps unlocking more rows. No, there's no way it'll last that long. In 2 weeks, I will almost have completed this row. 3 weeks, I'll have completed this row. That brings, this is, if it's 4 inches, that's 2. Hang on. Trying math. I feel slightly drunk trying to do my math, which is bad because you shouldn't drink and drive. How did I not get an eye roll? I really felt like I deserved one for that. 2 inches, if it's 2 inches, 17. It's 8, 8, 16, 8.5, 8, 16, 24. 24 weeks. How many? Yeah, she did. That was one of those. It was such a slow burn. Yeah. What's 24 weeks? How many months is that?
6.
Yeah, I guess this could last us. It's hard to say. I don't know. And maybe I do work on it during the week if I get bored. I don't know. We don't want to cause any eye strain over here, so yes. Right. Actually, I got to tell you guys, the being able to take the little 10-minute break midway through this thing helps me immensely. Like doing the little stretches, I feel like usually by about this time of the night, I'm like, my arms are getting stiff, my neck is hurting. You guys would be surprised. That little break we took earlier really helped a lot. Yeah, not bad. When is the cycling thing?
Got it. There were time trials today.
The last Olympics was absolutely one of my favorite things ever. The girls' bike race, 3 of them got off ahead from the whole main group, and there was they kind of always thought the rest of the main part of the whole peloton really thought that they would just catch them up eventually. And near the end, 2 of the 3 girls basically tuckered out. They couldn't keep going at that rate. And so there was one girl that was out way, way ahead of everybody. And the girl who really thought she was going to win the gold, when she came across the line, was like, yeah, you did great. You got silver. And you're like, wait, what? Yeah, the one girl who had broken wide ended up minutes ahead of everybody else because nobody else knew that she was that far out ahead. So they never tried to catch up. They never tried to push harder. And I think it was just the greatest thing ever. It was the coolest. And she kept looking over her shoulder, like, where the hell is everybody else? Like, did I take a wrong turn here? What the hell is going on? Yeah, she was minutes ahead of everybody else. It was great. Like, she had time to go have a shower before everybody else showed up. Like, that's how far ahead she was. Awesome. I'm confused. I don't follow close enough. Mandy, do you have any ideas? I don't. How does the Olympics? Yeah. I don't know how that works out for America, considering time zones when it's in France. Because, I mean, that's not really halfway around the world, but it's got to be weird. rocking and rolling. Down to the beach I'm strolling. Seagull. I saw two guys on bikes that decided they were going to try to cross the line at the same time, and a third guy blew past them. Yep, I love that kind of stuff. Too awesome. What the heck is that? Where did it come from? Gotta run. I can be back. Up there on the beach, could have outrun those birds. You're a psycho wiener, let me grab my beater. Did you see the one with the speed skating where the girl lapped everybody? And so the majority of the group all thought the race was over because there was a bell that rings that tells them on their last lap. But one girl was ahead of everybody else, and that's why the bell went off. And so the only other person who knew the race wasn't over was the other Chinese. So China took first and second place. Greatest stuff ever. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool that the Olympians have like the whole city thing. I just think it's kind of lame when somebody thinks that they're so above it that they have to go have their own hotel and they don't want to be around all of that because they don't want to be burdened with having to sign autographs. And yeah, I'm looking at you, tennis player who's not likable. The prima donna can't sleep on cardboard because, you know, he's getting old. Yeah, he didn't even go to the opening ceremony because, you know, Mr. Prima Donna can't do that. You know, he wants the gold because that's one of the things that he doesn't actually have already. Yeah. Well, this Serbian does not win points with me, so. Yeah, but you have to admit she does have a pretty impressive record. She kind of awesome. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, honey, it's that song that you were just talking. Well, we talked about yesterday. Really? McEnroe is pretty hilarious.
I love that. He was it's just his voice, but he was so fun.
I'm hungry. I'm dead. Right name in this way. Yeah, we've gotten quite a ways, kinda. Not really half the row. I don't think it's going to take 24 weeks, but we'll see. Oh, anyway, snapped a string. That's going to be a pain. Oh. All right. Right. I'm wondering if I can get it in there. I can't. I'm not sure how I'm going to address this one. I don't want to back off too many knots. I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to go behind or sort of into this. Then bring that underneath this. trying to trap the remaining strand inside of the knot so that way it can't undo anymore. Right. Hang on. What time have we got? Okay, so it's basically almost 1 o'clock. So let me just throw this up here. This is this week's schedule. Basically live streaming tomorrow and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, and Friday off. And Thursday I'll be doing more live stuff. So that's kind of cool. And before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for making all this stuff possible. Be back again next week. I don't know if I'm going to work on this during the week at all. I might. I have a lot to catch up on, so we'll see how that goes. Where's... Yeah. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for doing the puzzle. That was fun. And
You mean the pizzle?
yeah. Guys did a really good job on that. That was impressive. So yeah. And yeah, we'll see how far we can get with this thing next week. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.